Yeah, just in case. So Kimberly, I think about my mother. My mother died 5 years ago in this coming May. And I gave a speech, I think in Arizona. And I told the story. I said, my mother is probably, she was living and she lived a long time and was very healthy. But I said, my mother is probably like having a pain right now. And the audience looked because I said, she was however old she was at that point. This is Licia coming back. Um, so, um, so I'm telling the story about my mother, and the audience was like, "Oh," and I said, "No, no, no, she's fine. The issue is that she doesn't want me to tell you anything about me except for like all the great things. Like she doesn't want you to know, that I've struggled. She doesn't want you to know that I know about pain and suffering." And my grandmother, who lived to be 107 and a half, I know 108 and a half, I think. Yeah, 107 and a half. That's terrible. I usually know the exact number. Um, that I said to my mother, I said, Mommy, I want you to know something. What you and your sister, my aunt, did with grandmommy, I'm not doing. And she looked at me and I told this story, meaning in this speech. And she said, What do you mean? And I said, You guys are in your 80s and you're running around chasing grandmommy, trying to get her to like crown you, like say you guys were good daughters. And I said, if that's what you think I'm going to do, you can fail me now. Just like give me an F as a daughter. And Kimberly, like you, I was a great daughter. And my mother would have mostly agreed with that. But what's most important about what you're sharing, Kimberly, is that you have to know it. And you're right, you won't fail. And failure, and I say this in the workbook, that failure is just feedback. It's just life giving us feedback. We're not a failure. It's just feedback. And sometimes I haven't been as open to life's feedback, so it had to give me some more feedback until I got on board. But it's not about failing. So it's not that you won't fail again. It's that you're going to take the feedback, Kimberly, and you're tired, kind of like what Karen was saying. And you want something for yourself. You want your own joy. And you love your mother. But how to be your own hero is to show you how literally to choose you. And that doesn't mean you don't love your mother. You do. It doesn't mean that you don't care. It just means that you are your first priority. And that's something for us to learn here. And we have to practice. What does it mean to love other people and to love yourself more? To love other people and really love them. Sometimes like them, sometimes not. I have family members that, I want the best for them. I wouldn't have chosen them necessarily as family, and they may not have chosen me. So, what does that mean? What kind of boundaries do I have? And how do we show love for people? And particularly, as women, we are affirmed for, and Kimberly, you're saying, taking care of our moms. We're not affirmed for taking care of ourselves until we realize that you are a hero to yourself. And it is not about being a wrung out dish rag that gives you clout. It is choosing differently to choose yourself, fully to choose yourself. So I know we are past time. I think Licia was trying to get back, but I think she may be somewhere around here. But I want to thank you all for being here. You will, we couldn't have done this, and I couldn't have done this without you. And I did it for myself, and I did it for you because I know that there are people who signed up for this who aren't here tonight. They will get the recording, but there are thousands, there are millions of people really who are suffering and they're being cheated out of their birthright to be free and to use the tools, but they don't know of, compassion, curiosity being the bridge, and accountability to learn how to be sweet and gentle with yourself, kind and loving, and to hold yourself accountable, but never with brutality. Never, ever, ever. Never being mean to yourself. So I want to just close with the Love After Love, the whole poem. It's not much longer. It is by Derek Walcott. And again, it's in my the book Hungry. The whole poem is there. But I share this because it is to me, and when I first heard this poem, I wept. I wept because the thought of loving again the stranger who was myself, I couldn't, I wanted that. I wanted in. I wanted to meet myself arriving at my own door in my own mirror. I wanted to, people love their dogs or their animals or their grandchildren or their children who run and are happy to see them. And what I'm asking is that you run to your own door in your own mirror. Be the one who greets yourself, being so excited that you breathe, that you be, that you are here. So I'm going to, and you will hear, you're going to hear more from me for sure. But I want to just share Love After Love, which I know by heart, but just in case I want to have it in front of me so that we can close with that. Yeah. So the time will come when with elation. And that means the time will come when we are just joyful. The time will come when with elation you will greet yourself arriving at your own door in your own mirror, and each will smile at the other's welcome and say, sit here, eat. You will love again the stranger who was yourself. Give wine, give bread, give back your heart to itself, to the stranger who has loved you all your life, who knows you by heart. Take down the photographs, the desperate notes. Peel your own image from the mirror. Sit, feast on your life. Sit, feast on your life. You will love again the stranger who was yourself. You will love again. That's what we're here to do. You will love again. You will love again the stranger who was yourself. Thank you so much for being here. We will come together again. We will do this again. Thank you. Be kind to yourself. Be loving to yourself. Be good to yourself. You are your own hero. Thank you. Thank you so much.